So, good evening everyone, welcome. And this is an unusual kind of vlog for me. So normally I'm out and about somewhere and on top of a hill normally, or in a tent. In bad weather tends to be the way. So that's not what we're doing today. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I'm doing with my GoPro Hero 7, particularly to get my attempts to try and get some half decent audio from this, and to make it as portable and as resilient as I reasonably can as well. So without further ado, there are a few issues that I felt needed to be resolved. I'm not going to do a full review or anything like that of the GoPro Hero 7. I just don't really do reviews as such, but I do want to offer some practical solutions for people. I've seen quite a number of people do little vlog entries about especially about how to use the GoPro Hero 7 with external audio, and I felt that particular issue, that when I went to Dartmoor, the audio that I was getting was just dreadful. Now, it didn't help that I didn't turn on the wind noise reduction mic, and so I thought it was on, but it wasn't. But it meant that I lost huge amounts of footage that were just useless and were not good enough. Here's the plan. It's about 12:30, and I'm going to need to eat soon, so I'll pack my lunch. But nevertheless, I do still want to use an external microphone with a wind muff on it, with a deadcat, and the microphone that I've chosen for that is that I already had actually and I was using with my iPhone 7 Plus. So the mic I've chosen was the Rode VideoMic Go. It's a good mic, and so I wanted to use that. Rode, in their infinite wisdom, GoPro have decided that the only way that you can connect any kind of external microphone device to this is to use their very expensive £50 ridiculously badly designed audio dongle, audio adapter, and it's just so badly designed. There's nowhere to plug it. You plug it in and it just dangles there. It makes a very poor connection, so you just get this nasty crackling sound every time it jogs. Every time you jog it, and that's just not good enough. GoPro really need to just completely go back to the drawing board on this, please. So anyway, I've come up with my own solution. I've seen a number of people's attempts at solutions. Mostly they just end up too big and too complicated, and I just needed something really simple. So that's what I've gone for. So the first thing I needed to do was protect this thing anyway, and so what I decided to do was to buy an external cage, a robust external cage with some mounting points on it. So I've bought this one. And this one comes with a rear cover that just slides on and off. And that's why I just put this in there. Look, we do this up with a little nut here. And we can slide the back cover on. There you go, sorted. So it's in there, it's secure, it's not going anywhere. A little lens cover, and this is a 52mm filter ring, so I can add all sorts of filters and things to it if that's what I want to do, which is good. And then lens cap can go on there and protect it as well. I put some further protection on this as well. I put in a film screen protector on the front and also on the lens, the internal lens cover as well, on the GoPro itself. So it's well protected. I wanted to be able to have as much flexibility as possible, so I bought a GoPro to 1/4 20-inch tripod adapter and put that on the bottom of the cage. So you can see that there, and then I attached to that my Manfrotto tripod quick release plate, and so that means now that this little thing can go on top of any of my photographic tripod equipment, and I don't have to keep swapping out the base connector for my GoPro, which is great. Now, what about the audio? So this is the rather ridiculous GoPro audio adapter, and honestly it's just a complete nuisance. And it just connects with the USB-C there, and it's got a mic connector here. And I decided that I wanted something that was robust, that was simple, that was cheap as well. And so what I did, I just took a couple of cable ties, wrapped them around the audio adapter here. I put another one through those two at the back of it, and I wrapped them onto this little cold shoe plate adapter. It's a cheap thing. I think it probably costs about £1.99 on eBay. Not at all an expensive option. And then the microphone just screws onto the top of that. Let's just unscrew it so you can see what's going on. So that's your little cold shoe adapter. So it's very compact. That then goes on to the cold shoe there. You can tighten it up so that it's secure, and that's not going anywhere. I mean, it's a little bit of wobble in it, but actually that's absolutely fine. And then that can plug into the side port. This is fiddly. The side port of the GoPro. So I'll make sure that you can see that. And I actually plug it in with the door still there, because that adds just enough tension here to give you a nice secure connection, and hopefully will solve one of the issues that I was getting, which was that I was just getting this nasty crackling noise because it didn't seem to be a very secure connection. So we can now mount the microphone on the top. I mean, normally I wouldn't take this off, it'll just stay on here. And so I can now have this facing either the front or the back, depending on whether or not I'm speaking depending whether or not I'm speaking to camera. And then we just plug the audio in there in the back of the microphone, and then that goes into the audio adapter. And that's it. You're now kind of ready to go. You've got a nice compact solution. I've seen some solutions for this problem that end up with the whole package being about a foot high, and it's just too cumbersome. So this seems to be a very compact little solution to this problem. It means I've got my tripod mount. I've still got my GoPro mount if I want to use GoPro fixings and mounting options. I've got my lens cap cover there. I've got a 52mm filter ring. I don't have to have that on, but I prefer to. I've got my lens protection on there. I've got protective cover on the back screen, and then I've got the cage, which allows me to mount everything on the top with the cold shoe adapter. We've got the audio adapter going in there, which I've connected to the cold shoe extender, and it also solves this issue that some people have got, which is that when the microphone is facing forwards in this position like this, it was bobbing up and down in front of the lens, but this gives it just enough height for that not to be an issue anymore, which is great. So it just solves a whole lot of issues for very little money at all. The cost of a couple of cable ties and a cold shoe extender just enabled me to properly mount, or reasonably securely mount, this ridiculous GoPro audio adapter and the microphone. So very much recommend that as an option, and I hope that some of you might find that useful. time will tell, and I'm looking forward to having another go with this piece of kit and hopefully get more success with the sound next time. So thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe and share and all those sorts of things, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.